Okay, I see that I'm live. Okay, alrighty, you guys. I decided to go live. Hopefully, this time it will record. I had did a video earlier, and I am exhausted. But Spirit told me that I needed to do a recording um, of channeled messages. I'm doing things a lot differently now than I did before. I'm sorry. First of all, I wanted to apologize for y'all, to you all, because I haven't been on here for a while. Um, I had a lot going on. I had, working a lot and working long shifts, and as a therapist. But I am back. I want to make sure I do some channel messages for you guys. Um, I sort of stopped because I felt like things wasn't flowing as well as I would like to. Um, um, I started off doing the Indian videos, but I'm still going to do those. But I also have an interest in doing the counseling and spiritual healing, um, and going more into card reading and using my intuition. I had the video recorded exactly the way I wanted it to, but for some reason it's still up. I didn't take it down. It did not record. I guess the audio did not work. So, so I'm doing this again. And this message is called Clear and Concise. That's the channel message that Spirit had me to do. And hopefully it would go through. I was just getting a little frustrated because this is my second time trying to record this thing, and hopefully it goes up. Um, I also did a video on TikTok. Y'all may want to check it out, of the cards that were pulled, but as a collective. But yeah, um, these channel messages I get, I've been, you know, I sometimes things come to me, like in advance, my intuition, and I put them up before and it just seemed like it wasn't flowing, and Spirit guided me to do it again. These messages I did were from 2 years ago, actually, and I tend to have these visions sometimes. I I can give you an example. I had a dream about my daughter years ago. I think, I saw her with a white jacket with her hair up in a bun as a grown woman. I told her about the dream that I had, and I believe she was in high school or something. But it was a vision that I had that she was going to do something in the medical field, and now she's a biomedical engineer. And it came into vision. At first, we was going, okay, well, these some crazy dreams and visions. They don't make no sense. But I had these 2 years ago, but it didn't seem to be flowing. Nobody was looking at the messages or even seeing them. So I just got a little frustrated and pushed it aside. So I said, Spirit told me to try again. And the weirdest part about this thing is when I did the channel messages 2 years ago, the last message that I put up, y'all may want to go back and look again. I said, try again. I did a channel message called Try Again. And that was, I pre-recorded that and I put it up. And that was from 2 years ago. And then I did another message called Spiritual Exercise, and I put that up. And so I said, well, Spirit, maybe I should just not put this up. Nobody's looking at it. What's the point? Nobody's getting it. So then I get another urge. Spirit's telling me to try again. So I tried again. This time I did Clear and Concise. And I thought that was a little odd that the next message that he wanted me to continue from was from the 2 years ago. and it's saying clear and concise. And so that's weird. Okay. So maybe I need to do this message. And then something else strange happened was I use a pendulum. This is one of the pendulums I like to use. I have a green one and I have a pink one. The green one, I use for certain things, and the pink one for, it's rose quartz, based on love and relationships. I use that my pink one for that. But when I use a yes and a no response over it, and it just swung, and it came out of my hand and leaped over to my pyramid. I have a pyramid over there. Um, it's a citron pyramid. Y'all may want to try to use those. Citron is good for manifesting, especially if I'm really into crystals. It's good for manifesting things into existence, especially money and finances. So, but I did that. And so, and that just told me, hey, I need to do this. Even more confirmation. I needed confirmation, no, because I was getting a little nervous about doing it. Then I recorded the video, and then the whole thing went on, and nobody could hear me. That's what, but I guess Spirit wanted me to do this live. I'm sort of, I don't know if people don't know that I'm somewhat a shy person, an introvert, and I don't like to sometimes be on camera. But Spirit told me, hey, you need to be up here. You need to be up here. But anyway, this is the message that I wrote 2 years ago. It's clear and concise. And the message is, be clear and concise in which direction you're going. Try to avoid tangents and getting off track. So some of you all may be getting, have some ideas and things that you need to be working on, projects. And oftentimes we find ourselves getting off track, maybe getting involved with other people's ideas and visions besides your own, or self-sabotaging. I always call it self-sabotaging, getting in your own way because of fear. And sometimes you have to let go of your fear in order to move forward into some of the things that you are destined to do. That's your calling. And sometimes it's good to, get out of your own way. There's some things here that you have to do. And so sometimes we find ourselves getting off track because we're too afraid to move forward and make things happen. Hello, Law Dog and Silly Quintet. Good to see you guys. I'm glad you came on board to see. And then also it says here, you are prone and distractions try to identify your triggers. So that's another thing. Getting distracted helps, keeps you from being able to identify your triggers. Sometimes you need to find what your triggers are. It could be your certain people, it could be your environment, it can be even your activities. These triggers sometimes can be a form of self-sabotage. That's why you have to take time out to be more clear and concise on which way you want to go. And that's what I had to do. That's why I was going for a minute. I had to pull myself aside because things wasn't flowing, and, working all the time. I had to have that time to connect with the Most High, the universe, to get more clarity on which way I want to go. Bring yourself to a quiet space where you can release and let go of past hurt and pain. And a lot of times we're dwelling on the past. Sometimes when you dwell on the past, it's hard to move forward. And sometimes you have to let go of these hurts and pains in order to move forward. And once you release, you can. And that's why it's important to do the healing work, the mindfulness, meditation, the breathing exercises. I tell my clients all the time that it's an inside out job. It starts with you. It's from within you. It's an inside out. It's from the universe, you, and then out. It's not outside of yourself, then you, and then the universe. We're doing things backwards. And that's why you're not as clear, because you are going outside of yourself, you know, instead of going from within. And also, it's good to remember and learn from your experiences, but don't dwell on it. And I think sometimes people dwell on their mistakes. They hold on to these mistakes and dwell on it. And instead of dwelling on it, learn from it. Everybody makes mistakes. The whole point of it is to learn from it and to grow. And also not to dwell on it. And then the other thing is to start, everything will start falling in place when you remember to stay focused. And that's one of the last messages, which is ironic. If you go and look on my TikTok and also on my Instagram, I did a message. The last message I did actually was in December on staying focused. I pulled out the card and it says stay focused. And so that's it. It's staying focused and being clear and concise. I pulled the cards read out of the other recording. For some reason, the audio didn't work. So I guess Most High wanted me to do this live. And it's one of my biggest fears. I'm very shy. People who know me quite well know I'm an introvert. And I don't typically like to do things I know I sort of hide behind. But I know I'm a therapist. I could do one-on-one, no problem. But, whole worldwide web, and think about everybody seeing you. And am I speaking properly? Am I going to make a mistake? That's what I've been thinking about. But anyway, the card that came out the first card was You Are the Universe. I thought this came from the Secret Language Light deck. And you are the universe. And I love this beautiful image. It's a person. I don't know if you all can see it. They're like a person sitting down or standing. They could be standing up or walking. And it's like they are tapping into their inner talent, their inner truth. Some of you all might be talented artists, musicians, singers, writers, and you're connected to the universe. And that connection is what you're connecting and sharing with the world. And some of you all are doing it, and some are not. So there's so many people with these gifts that are not using it because they're afraid. Like me, afraid to share it because they're being judged. But but it's there. Also, the other message is to channel. Some of you all are channeling. Some of you all are connected to the universe, but are not getting it out there. For some reason or another. It could be finances, it could be fear of the unknown, but channeling you're supposed to be sharing this with the world and making a difference. And some of your ideas and visions are supposed to be done. And so you need to be channeling. I'm channeling right now, and so are you. And also, the other one is awakening. Everybody's starting to open their eyes. The veil has been open. Everybody's starting to see things more clearly and having an awakening. And it's time. I think people have been putting a lot of things on the back burner, or fear, or scared. But in order to make a difference, you got to walk out and listen and follow your heart. And this goes to soulmates. Some of you all need to open up your heart chakra. And you're keeping yourself from love. It's supposed to be in a love relationship or about to, or having a hard time getting into a relationship because the heart chakra is closed. You need to do some exercises, meditation, healing work, yoga, tai chi, reiki to do these things. Also, soul love. And if this goes right back to it, this is your soul you're talking about. These are the things that you're supposed to be doing. This is the reason why you're here on this earth plane, is to make a difference for humanity, for the universe, for mankind. And it's time. And a lot of us are sitting still out of fear. We see things that we're supposed to be doing, or we have gifts and talents that we're supposed to be using, but we're afraid. And sometimes you got to walk out on faith and make it happen. But that is the message for this week, is the clear and be concise. Once you have that connection with the universe, you are more clear and divinely guided. You know, you need to go out there and make things happen. But that is the message for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to check out my TikTok. Our message is there under Kimberly Purpose, P-U-R-O-Z. Also, I also have an Instagram as well. You may want to check it out as well. I put some little tidbits over there as well. So, but yeah, I'm glad you got a chance to join me. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Love and peace. Bye-bye, you guys.